You are outside at dusk, sweeping a cobweb off your porch railing, when a spider drops onto the back of your hand. Your arm jerks on its own before you even see what it is. Then you actually look. It is tiny, almost cute. And somehow that makes you more nervous, not less. Here is the question that actually matters, and almost nobody can answer it honestly. How do you know if a spider can actually hurt you? Most people assume the answer is obvious. Big, hairy, fast, dark, ugly, those are the danger signs. The bigger and scarier it looks, the more you should worry. It feels like common sense. But that instinct is almost completely backwards, and once you see why, you will never look at a spider the same way again. In 1981, Strew and Sutherland, working at the Commonwealth Serum Laboratories in Melbourne, finally developed a working antivenom for one of the most lethal spiders on Earth, the Sydney funnel web spider. Before that year, its bite had killed multiple people, sometimes within an hour. And here is the detail that breaks the stereotype completely. The Sydney funnel web is not some giant, monstrous creature. It is a glossy, dark, fairly ordinary-looking spider, roughly the size of a 50-cent coin including its legs, that lives in damp burrows in gardens around Sydney, Australia. Nothing about its appearance warns you. Its venom happens to contain a compound that overwhelms the human nervous system almost by evolutionary accident, a toxin built for insects that turned out to be devastating for us too. Since Sutherland's antivenom went into use, there have been no recorded deaths. Now watch the pattern escalate, spider by spider, exactly the opposite of what your instincts expect. First, the genuinely dangerous one. Picture a warm, damp night after rain in a backyard in Sydney. A male Sydney funnel web has left his burrow, wandering low across the grass, searching for a mate, moving fast and low to the ground. He gives no warning, no rattle, no display. If your bare foot lands near him in the dark, the fear you feel afterward, the cold sweat, the racing pulse waiting for a hospital, would be entirely justified. Its bite delivers a toxin so specific to primate nervous systems that other mammals, like dogs and cats, are barely affected by it at all. Second, the giant one that looks like your worst nightmare but genuinely is not. Imagine flipping down your car's sun visor and having a Huntsman spider, leg span up to 12 inches, drop into your lap, flat and fast and hairy, sending your whole body into a full-blown panic before you even register what it is. Moreau Rayor at Cornell University has spent over 20 years studying Huntsman spiders, and in a 2022 study she found something almost tender hiding inside all that horror. Some Huntsman species live in stable family groups, sharing food, tolerating their own offspring in the same retreat for up to a year. Their venom, despite the spider's terrifying size, is mild, built only to subdue insects, and bites to humans rarely cause more than brief local pain. The huntsman would almost always rather run than fight. Its size is a costume. Its behavior is closer to a nervous roommate than a killer. Third, the one currently living in the corner of your own ceiling, the exact spider you barely noticed this morning while brushing your teeth. The common house spider, found in homes on nearly every continent, builds messy, irregular webs in corners and rarely bites unless physically grabbed and squeezed between your fingers. Hiroki Oda and Yasuko Akiyama-Oda, researchers at the JT Biohistory Research Hall in Osaka, Japan, have used this exact species as one of the most important model organisms in spider biology, precisely because it is so unremarkable, so easy to raise, so utterly ordinary that scientists worldwide use it to study genetics and development instead of anything related to danger. The spider quietly sitting in the corner of your porch right now has spent decades helping humans understand how living bodies build themselves, and it has never once been the subject of an antivenom program. Here is the twist that should genuinely rearrange how you think about fear. The size of a spider, the scariness of its silhouette, the speed it moves across your wall, none of that tells you anything real about how dangerous it actually is. Whether a species can hurt you comes down to an almost random biochemical coincidence. Whether the specific toxin it evolved to kill insects happens to also disrupt something crucial in a mammal's nervous system. The small, unremarkable ones can be lethal. The huge, hair-raising ones can be closer to harmless roommates who occasionally run across your bedroom floor. Nature never promised that danger would look the way you expect it to. This is where it becomes personal, whether you are ready for it or not. Your own fear response evolved long before your ancestors could ever study venom chemistry. It runs on size, speed, and sudden movement, because for most of human history, those were the only clues available, and reacting fast mattered more than reacting accurately. That means the instinct flinching your whole body right now at the sight of a huntsman is the exact same instinct staying calm around something small enough to actually put you in a hospital. Your gut reaction to danger, in spiders, and often in life far beyond spiders, was built for speed, not for truth. So the next time something small drops onto your hand and your arm jerks back before your mind catches up, remember what is actually happening. You are not measuring real danger. You are running an ancient shortcut that mistakes size and drama for threat. The same shortcut that would have you terrified of a gentle giant and completely calm beside something small enough to end a life. That tiny spider still sitting on your porch railing is almost certainly harmless. The question worth sitting with is how many other things in your life you have judged the exact same way, by how frightening they looked, instead of by what they could actually do.